that instead of causing sex crimes, as many people have theorized, porn might actually contribute to reducing their incidence. They had specific statistics that showed in every region investigated, they found that as porn had increased in availability, sex crimes decreased.
So give us the places they're talking about.
They were talking about London. They talked about New York City. They talked about Chicago. They talked about Los Angeles.
Right. Okay. Now, my only thought is this, though. Number one, I've never been one of the people who thought that it would increase if people had pornography. And I'm not sure I agree that it could decrease if you have pornography. At the same time, let's say in New York City, a lot more cupcake places opened. But it seems insane to say, with the amount of cupcake places that open, sex crimes also decrease. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if, like, you're a guy who's heavily into pornography.
Yes.
And Hicks is a guy heavily into pornography.
Yeah, that's why I loved it.
And this is going to have an effect on you neither way. You're not, if there's a lack of porn, you're not going to go out and commit a rape. Or if there's more porn, you're not going to commit a rape or less likely. You're just not part of the rape thing.
Right, but it reduces the stigma of someone walking into a porn store and being like, that guy's a creep, that guy's disgusting. And
well, but I don't think that really, I mean, people can still think that's creepy for what other reasons. You know, when the sexuality, it's almost in the terms of Letterman. People found it creepy when they found out about his sex life, mainly because they didn't want to think about his sex life.
I understand, and I think that people who know porn know that, okay, just because the guy's going to a porn store doesn't mean he's going to rape someone. But I think that, you know, some of these people, they quickly make that leap to judgment of Dave likes porn, he would be the first to commit a sex crime.
No, I think Dave likes porn, he'd be the first to jack off. I really do. And I think that's what kind of grosses people off about porn, is not so much they think that those people are dangerous, that they kind of feel like they're icky. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, but like people make the judgment all the time of, well, that guy likes pot, so just because of that, he's going to be a cokehead in a few years. People seem to
what people
make
we talking about? Idiots?
I'm talking about, you know, straight-laced America.
Yeah, but see, they're the type of people that you find out straight-laced America is the one that's been fucking their own pool boy. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of one of the things that we're seeing is a lot of the people who are anti-gay, it's because they're fighting off some kind of a gay urge themselves, which goes back to my original point. Gay people are trouble. They're just fucking trouble. Like a lot of these Republicans. Yeah. They're just trouble.
It's just what other people are thinking. That's the trouble.
But see, my thing is this. I think if a person is comfortable with themselves, they don't give a fuck what society thinks about them.
Yeah, but I do see the correlation. I have to say that if you have porn, you know, there are these towns that, you know, porn's not available, and you hear about the guys on the high school team raping each other.
No, first of all, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that you make that leap. But porn is available everywhere now through the internet. You don't necessarily need a porn store anywhere. You can order your DVDs online. You can watch them online. Do you really need that kind of weird corner of town where people show up?
Well, I like it because it's easier to peruse. It's difficult when you don't know what you're looking for to go online.
Come on, dude. That's like saying that you can't shop for a book on Amazon. They let you read the first couple pages.
No, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes I don't even have an idea of what I want, so I couldn't even put in a keyword. But as I'm walking, I'm like, oh, okay, this is 2 Hispanics on 1 black. Like, okay.
So that is like until you see the picture.
Exactly.
But you don't get to see the pictures if you go to a DVD place online?
Well, I'm saying that idea wouldn't even popped into my head. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm searching for. So
what is the hot porn right now? I haven't been keeping up. What is the hot porn?
Well, the tattoo porn is very big.
And that's something that Hicks is into in a big, big way.
Yeah,
tattoo porn.
It's called alt porn is what the official name for it, and there's a lot of it popping up.
Yeah. And that's I have like 3 or 4 of the Come on My Tattoo volumes.
And you need to see the cum directly on the tattoo.
Yes. The cum has to hit the tattoo.
Then you know what I say?
Right.
You're a future rapist. No, I honestly, I don't. There's a lot of these studies. It just seems to me that there's a lot more that happens in a society, right, than whether or not porn is available.
It just, porn still feels very taboo.
So, is there no kind of porn that's a turnoff to you?
I don't like older women porn.
All right, so the cougar porn, no time for grandma
Cougar
porn.
I could do, but grandma.
Grandma grosses you out.
Yeah, they call them like either senior porn or something like that.
Ooh, nice. This is your senior year, Mama.
Yeah. There's a place I go to on 44th and 8th.
Right.
And it's just, it has everything.
Now, let me ask you guys this. What if there's the simulated rape porn? Do you think that's fucking dangerous to people? I'll go to Hicks with it first.
I think that's pretty fucked up. I don't think it might not be dangerous to people, but it doesn't feel right to watch it because I think there was one called Forced Entry that got banned in America, and it's like the holy grail of fucking porn of guys who are into these rape porn.
Fez, should the rape simulated porn, not a fucking actual rape, but you simulate porn, simulate the rape.
No, I think it's fine. I think there's a difference there. I think one is like sexual fantasy, like with the porn, and I think like a sex crime, I don't even know if that has to do with sex. It seems like that's more about violence and anger.
See, I've never fallen into that either. I've never believed where they'll say it has nothing to do with sex. When they'll go like rape isn't sex based. I think it might be what turns that person on, gets them off, but you know, Fez is walking the middle of the road there and bringing us what people have, delivered before. And I know and you're a common sense guy, Fez. You bring the common sense point of view. I like it. But I'd like to think outside the box here a little bit. And I fucking seriously, it always annoys me when the psychologist will say that rape doesn't have anything to do with sex. It just seems crazy to me. Well, it's a type of sex.
Yeah.
It's a sex that people find unacceptable, but to act like the person is not turned on and the point of this is to not have sex. Now, we had a murder that took place within 100 yards of here. A little sports bar the other night. Woman turns somebody down. He follows her into the bathroom, beats her to death on the fucking toilet.
Jesus.
Right around the corner from us. One of the places Dave likes to go for drinks on his Fridays.
Okay.
They said a smelly guy in a red hat. The hat said, "I'm not Dave," so I know it wasn't you. But